September is here again. Here we go. It's Labor Day weekend, and here we are. Kids are going off to school. Some are going off to university. Some are going away to university. Some are going to middle school. Some are moving on to their first time at school, full time in the day, whatever. And here we are as moms, and we're going, holy shit, here we go again. September can be a very, very crazy month. I know, because I've had all my kids in hockey. I've had 36 ice times in a month minimum before with all three of them. That's in the past, not now anymore. But I know what it's like driving them all around, going to school, working, you name it, just trying to do it all, trying to get lunches done, dinners on the table. If that's something that you can manage, that's awesome, by getting a crock pot done that morning, whatever that may be. But it is a very, very busy month. And it's also a time for a lot of people that have a lot of sorrow in their lives, a lot of grief, and a lot of loss. And I know what that's like as well. September was the time that I decided to end my marriage. It's also fall time for me when I lost a brother, middle of September, many years ago, to suicide. And I lost my mom. So these are all times for me that can trigger me and make me feel lonely and sad. And a lot of emotions flowing. So it's a very busy time. And I know for a lot of you, you can relate to this as well. Lots of sorrow, lots of grief, lots of anxiety going through you, and a very busy month, and you're wondering how you're going to handle it all. And I want to say, you know what? Maybe this is time for a big change for yourself. You don't have to be able to do all these things on your own. You don't even have to do them all. You're thinking that you have to do all these things, and you don't. I'm saying that you can ask people for help, learn to delegate, and create some time for yourself. Take time to be able to sit with yourself and ask yourself what it is that you want for you. What change can you make that's a big change in your life to get you moving forward in your life? Because this is also a time to be very, very stuck. We're lost in our mind, and we're trying to figure things all out in our mind. And we can't. It has to come from inside of you and inside your heart and inside your soul as to what that is that really resonates for yourself to bring you the happiness that you are deserving of in this month. And I just want to say, it's okay if you have a lot of emotions, let them out, feel them, and let them get through you, because it's good for you, okay? But I know for myself, I think that this month is going to be very different for myself, because I'm bringing a new lens and a new attitude, and that is being able to ask people for help and say no to a lot of things as well. I don't have to do it all, and I can ask people to help me out, and that way I have more time for myself to be able to relax, enjoy the things that I love to do, and maybe some new things as well. And that's why I'm having this talk tonight here, so that we can bring this to the table and be able to share with each other some things that maybe we've been putting off for a long time, maybe some really big things that we need to be making decisions about. It's time to start something new for yourself. Change can be a wonderful thing. We get stuck. We get stuck in that we have to do all this stuff. September is the time to be full and doing so many things. And I've been there before. And it's just your thought patterns that you're thinking you got to do all this kind of stuff. And you don't have to. You don't have to be buying your kids every darn new thing that there is on the block. and giving it to them right now. You can take your time. They can still wear the shoes that have been fitting them this summer and wear those to school. It's okay. Anyways, so I just want to know what you think that is something that you've been putting off for a long time and it's time to do it. And like I said, I know that was a big decision for me many years ago. It's 6 now, where I decided to end my marriage. That is a huge decision. And I do get triggered by that at this time of year. I absolutely do, no doubt about it. I can't hide that, not at all. There's a lot of feelings of sadness. There's a lot of feelings of anxiety, like I talked about, some fear that comes up. But it has dissipated over the years, that's for sure. Because there's so many things that you can do for yourself that can get you moving forward in life. I've done it myself. I've done so many things to move myself forward. And that's what I'd like for you. And that could just be one thing this month, by saying no to things or delegating things to your kids, to your family, to other people, and creating that special time for yourself to be alone. And one of the major things that I'm going to do this month of September is by having time with my kids to be able to ask them how they're feeling about all these new changes that are in their life. I have one going to university, one starting high school, and one starting middle school. And I know that they're going through a lot of their own feelings right now, and it would be nice for them to have someone that can listen. So that can be a big thing for yourself as well, is just being able to take the time to listen to them. Even if you are driving all around for their sports, in the car, ask them questions about school. Ask them questions about boyfriends and girlfriends. Ask them about their sports. Ask them about their favorite teachers. And if your kids are older, ask them about their jobs. How are they doing with their jobs? How's university? Are you meeting anyone new? So many things that we can be asking them, because it's a great time to connect with them. Even though we have busy lives, that conversation is so very, very important to them. So please share on here what you're doing. Start thinking about it anytime you want to share. It helps other people, and it gets us moving forward from being stuck in the past. September does not have to be the same September that you've been having year in and year out. Unless it's amazing for yourself and you have this stuff all figured out for yourself, then keep doing it. It sounds great. But no, if you're stuck in a rut and a lot of emotions are coming up for you, lots of loss, lots of grief can be happening at this time. It's a great time for change and renewal in your life. So give me a shout. Tell everybody something that you're doing for yourself. And another thing is that when you start doing new things for yourself, some people just don't like that around you. They see that you're changing, but that's okay, because other people are really inspired by what you're doing. And that's what it's all about. Helping people and bringing them along, moving forward, helping them get unstuck from patterns that just aren't serving them anymore at all. So have a great first week of September, the rest of your September as well, and see if there's some things that you can do to make changes for yourself and let go of things that just aren't serving you anymore. Have a beautiful September.